Hi everybody, it's Gwen, and it feels like such a long time since I've seen you guys. I went out of town this past weekend and I have just been in a funk, kind of getting back into the groove of things after returning home. And on top of that, school's been a little bit crazy and I think I'm getting sick. So that's a lot of fun considering that tomorrow is my birthday. But anyway, today I'm here to film the 7 Deadly Sins of Reading tag. I was tagged by Sylvia at Wish Fulfillment. Thank you for tagging me, Sylvia. And let's get started. The first sin is greed, and that is your most expensive book and your least expensive book. My least expensive book was definitely this one. It's The Queen Bee by, I don't even know, by Edna Lee, and I picked this up at a thrift store for 25 cents. This is the cheapest book that I have paid for, but of course I have received books and giveaways, and I do go to my library book sale all the time, but I think the cheapest one I got there was $1. So I often get books for $1, but got this one at the thrift store for $0.25. Love it. The most expensive book I have is probably The Hobbit. It was probably this. It was $30. It's the cloth bound hardback edition. If I got it on sale, I think it was originally like $45. It's this Charles Dickens book, and I'll show you that later on in my February haul. Next sin is Wrath. What author do you have a love-hate relationship with? I've chosen John Green. Why? Because I have 4 books here that he has either written or he has co-written. The Fault in Our Stars, I loved it. I really liked the story. Looking for Alaska, this was my favorite one that I have read from him so far. I really loved this one. And then you have Will Grayson, and I did not enjoy this book at all. And then you have Let It Snow. While I really enjoyed Maureen Johnson, I think she's the one that wrote the first one. Yeah, she wrote the Jubilee Express. I really didn't care for John Green's story in here, so I don't know if it's a problem with when he co-writes books or what, but love-hate relationship. It was half and half, so that's the only one I could pick. The next sin is Gluttony. What book have you deliciously devoured over and over with no shame whatsoever? And this was actually hard because I realized that I don't reread a lot of books. And I think that's just because I have such a large TBR pile, well, a large TBR pile for myself, and I'm in school, so I'm constantly having to read for that and balance my reading for pleasure versus reading for school. But the book that I have read over and over is Go Ask Alice. Finally I have another copy. I've lost this book several times, not this particular one, but copies of this book. I finally have another one, and I've read this probably 5 times, 6 times, I don't know. I don't know how many times I've read it, but this is the book that I have read over and over. The next sin is Sloth. What book have you neglected reading due to laziness? And that would be a book that my mom gave me a couple of years ago now, and that is this big chunky book, Jane Goodall, The Woman Who Redefined Man by Dale Peterson. It is huge and chunky, and I did start reading it. I think, look, I have her bookmarked. I'm on chapter 2, page 19, but this book is just so daunting to read. I mean, it's so chunky, and yeah, I'm lazy, so maybe I'll tackle it one of these days. Okay. The next sin is Pride. What book do you most talk about in order to sound like a very intellectual reader? I don't really read a lot of classics or I'm not really sure. I guess probably The Hobbit. Does that make me sound like an intellectual reader? Probably not. I'm not really sure. I don't have a lot of classics, so I'm not really sure. What do I read that makes me sound like an intellectual reader? I think just the fact that I read. But okay, the next sin is lust. What attributes do you find most attractive in male or female characters? For female, I like them to be strong and independent, and for male characters, I like them to allow the female characters to be strong and independent, but also support them, and handsome and funny and quirky, and yeah, I think that's it. The Last Sin, Envy, what would you most like to receive as a gift? And I wanted to say a thank you really quick to Sylvia. She sent me a book. I don't know what it is yet, Sylvia. I still have it wrapped. Hold on, I'll show you. It's still wrapped. It's still wrapped, Sylvia. Oh my God, I know, right? So I get to open it tomorrow. I'm so excited. So I got this from Sylvia. The card said do not open until your birthday. And I have waited. So get to do that tomorrow, finally. And Bethany from Beth Mount, I think is her channel name. I don't know. I just know her as Bethany. Sent me 1,000 Pieces of You by Claudia Gray, and I'm so excited. Her little note is inside. See. So I already received these 2 books as gifts, and I'm so thankful to them. Thank you, ladies. I love you so much. And so I do have an Amazon wish list, and for my birthday or for February, I have been linking my wish list in the description box. Just in case, like my friends, those 2 friends wanted to send me books, they have that information. But I have picked 5 of those that I really, really want. So I want The Rhythmatist, the hardcover by Brandon Sanderson. It just sounds really good, and since Brandon Sanderson's fantasy, and he just builds these amazing worlds, I figure this would be kind of like a stepping stone to like dip into his worlds and like his writing style. So, and it sounds just really fun and interesting, so I want to pick that one up. I want to pick up Dirty Rush by Taylor Bell. That's another sorority type book. And then I would like books 2 and 3 in the Fallen Kingdom, so Rebel Springs and Gathering Darkness, and I want both of those in hardcover as well, because the first one I have in hardcover and I hate like mixing it up. And then the 5th book that I would like to receive is Snow Like Ashes by Sarah Rosh, and I want to receive that because Danny loves it so much, and we want to try to get an arc when the 2nd book comes out, and I just saw the cover the other day, and oh, it's so beautiful. But yeah, so I really need the 1st book, obviously, and I've been hearing a lot of great things about it. So those are 5 books that I would like off of my Amazon wish list. But that wraps up today's tag. Thank you so much again to Sylvia for tagging me. I think a lot of people have already done this tag. I'm not sure if Danny's done it or Mads has done it, or Whitney. So I'm gonna tag those 3 women. Danny, Mads, and Whitney. If you haven't done this tag already, I didn't look to see if you have or have not. But if you haven't, go ahead and do the tag. It's kind of fun, and I look forward to your answers. That's it for today. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're feeling a little bit better than I am, but I'll see you soon. Bye! Hey, did you hit the subscribe button? Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Like this video.